Hey, we're the home team.
And you are watching Hive.
This is Hive Magazine. I'm Danny Baker, and today I am here with Brian and Dan of the home team.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you guys? You've basically just come off stage, pretty much.
Yes, we are very sweaty. Probably not a good idea to hug us right this second, but that was awesome. It was so much fun. We had so much fun. This festival, honestly, has just been a blast so far. It's our very first Slam Dunk, and we feel very welcomed.
Absolutely. Did you see how far back that crowd went?
Yes, that was surprising.
All the way out, even more than yesterday, I think.
Yeah. It was awesome. Yeah, the crowd was fantastic. We feel very welcomed, and honestly, we feel really good about the fact that we're coming back in November,
Yes.
and I cannot wait.
Yeah, for sure. And you're done for this weekend now. How are you spending the rest of the day, the rest of your time here?
Ooh, I am gonna stick around for a little while, have a couple drinks, watch a couple bands, and then I'm going to Paris to vacation with my wife and Ryan, our bassist. You're going home, right?
Yeah, I'm going back home.
Well-deserved rest is needed, I
Yeah,
believe, after that.
we came here from a tour in the States, so we have been out for, like, what?
Six weeks?
weeks, 7 weeks, yeah, something like that.
Crazy,
So.
crazy, yeah. And as you just kind of touched on, you're leaving, but we know when you're coming back now. You've just announced you've got the Europe run, of course, and
Yes.
then you're coming back to the UK. Incredible lineup, literally my dream lineup with Arrows and True North.
Right on.
How did all of that come about? How did you kind of decide on the supports? I know you're quite close with Arrows.
Yes, we've known Arrows for a long time, and we had them on the Crucible of Life tour in the States as well.
Yeah.
And then True North we've known about for a long time. You manage them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm their manager, so it's kind of
Oh, yeah.
snuck my own thing in there. But Arrows,
But they also rock.
yeah, and Arrows are some of our best friends. We like Brian said, we did a tour with them or last year, and couldn't wait to do it again.
Yeah, amazing. And I have to say as well, every time that you guys tour, I always see the VIP upgrade, and it's incredible. I love when when bands do a little bit more than
Yeah.
like early entry and
Sure.
meet and greet and that kind of vibe. Yeah,
It's all his
absolutely.
brainchild.
Can you explain a bit more about why doing that is so important?
Yeah, so it's kind of a controversial topic of like paying to meet someone. And so whenever we do a VIP experience, we want it to be an experience, so something that's themed. The first one that we ever did in the States was called Boba with the Boys. So we literally set up a table and like aprons and would make boba for everybody. And so to follow in that concept, every time we do something, we want it to be something that people have never seen before and never even considered that someone would do. So yeah, we just want it to be something that people never forget.
Yeah. I mean, even like the little Lego figure is
Yeah.
incredible. I love it so much.
Thank you. I might have peaked with that one, so I gotta see how I can top it.
I feel like I've seen it on like the last few tours, and every single time I'm like, it's just, I mean, it's that good that you've got to keep it going, you know? And this upcoming tour is obviously for sure by far your biggest yet over here. How you guys have blown up quite rapidly, I think that's safe to say. How does it feel kind of seeing your name on these posters, booking those size venues?
Yeah, it's really cool because, I mean, we were a local band for a very long time, so we have a different perspective on all this. We do not take any of it for granted, I'll say that much. And when we came here, the very first time we played the UK was with a band called The Used. We were opening up, and we did, for example, O2 Forum Kentish Town in London, and that was the biggest show we'd ever played, like ever, period, anywhere. And the fact that we're coming back to headline that venue in particular is, man, I genuinely didn't think this would happen. So we did not take any of it for granted. As I said, we did the DIY grind for, 7 years, 8 years? And that's not even counting the bands before us, before this one. So yeah, we are very, very grateful to be here.
Yeah, I mean it's incredibly well deserved, I've got
Thank
to
you.
say. And even like back in the States, you've got some huge festivals, and you've got some shows with Coheed, and I know you've got your kind of prog roots, so that's
Yeah.
like a huge thing for
I'm
you,
excited.
yeah.
I'm gonna be singing every word.
Yeah. What are you most looking forward to this year, would you say?
Oh, honestly, I'm really excited for this summer when we're gonna record our next album. I'm really excited. I know you were probably talking about live shows, but man, we have been cooking. I'm so excited for the next stuff.
Yeah.
What about you, Daniel?
So we get to play Red Rocks on the Coheed tour, and that's like, there's like 2 venues in the States that your parents would know. It's like, Madison Square Garden and Red Rocks. So to play one of those, like all of our families are flying out to see us. We're probably gonna play in the middle of the daylight.
I know.
so the light show won't be very good, but it's gonna be fucking sick.
But it's even without a light show, it's just so pretty. It's
Yeah.
like, obviously, like
Such a cool venue.
I'm from here, and that's like a bucket list venue for me to go see a show at some point. So I can't even imagine how it must feel playing it.
Yeah. I've also never been there. I've never seen a show there. So I'm going to show up and be like, this is cool.
Yeah, I mean, showing up to play it when you. That's,
I know.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. And of course, touching on music now as well. It's coming up to a year of the deluxe Crucible of Life now,
Yeah.
I believe. Did you ever predict that Worthy was going to become one of your biggest
Absolutely
tracks?
not. Absolutely not. We thought that was going to be one for us. We were like, we wanted to do a deluxe. We like deluxes. We like breathing new life into an already released album. And when we wrote that song, we were literally thinking like, this is the coolest song to us,
Yeah.
but nobody's gonna fuck with this at all. And oh my God, we were wrong. I could not believe it became our #1 song, like by a landslide. It was like doubling Loud and Walk This World with Me. It's like crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. How did you kind of decide what tracks were going to go on the main album and the deluxe edition, and what ones didn't make the cut at all?
The two other songs on the deluxe, besides the extended All Squeezed Out, were written in the same time period. Worthy, the instrumental was written in the same time period, but the vocals were written way later, and it was actually supposed to be just the first one that I was writing for the next album. But it felt like the Crucible. And so, because we wrote the instrumental with Sky and Ty at the same time that we wrote Loud. It just sat in a Google Drive for a year. And once we put it all together, we were like, man, this has to be part of the deluxe. It can't, we were originally going to save it for the next record,
Yeah.
but I'm so happy that we released it when we did,
Yeah.
because I wouldn't want to have to sit on that song for too long.
Yeah, no, for sure. And yeah, it's been, obviously, Crucible of Life has had its moment and it's had its time to shine, and obviously I think that's always going to be kind of just a no skip album.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
But you've touched a lot on the next record. I know you probably can't say too much, but is there anything you can tell us that's in the works or in the future?
Yeah, I will say, so the next album, our main mission statement, our goal, is kind of to create something that, if people listen to it, they hear it and they say, there is nobody that could be other than the home team. Like, that is so undeniably them, and it is very hard to compare to any other sound. Like,
Yeah.
we really want to make something that people can't get anywhere else.
Yeah.
And so far, we feel like we've kind of done that with the Crucible. We've kind of done that with Slow Bloom. Like, we have a sound, but we really want to double down on that specifically and be ourselves and something that can't be replicated.
Yeah, amazing. And my final question for you today, I know that at the moment everything for you is just back-to-back bucket list moments, but if you had to pick one thing that you want to achieve by this time next year, what would that be?
By this time next year, we want the album to be done
Yes.
and be in the process of releasing.
Hopefully something released by then.
Yeah, in the process of the first single at least. And man, I would love to sell out Kentish Town.
Yeah.
Hopefully that'll happen on
guys.
this one.
Well, thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for taking the time. It's been amazing getting to chat to you.
Appreciate it very much.
Thanks.
Thank you.